हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज के इस ऑनलाइन वीडियो लेक्चर में आप लोगों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। आज के इस ऑनलाइन वीडियो लेक्चर में हम यहाँ पर डिस्कस करेंगे चैप्टर 11। चैप्टर 11 आप लोगों का है थर्मल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मैटर। थर्मल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मैटर। स्टूडेंट्स, इसके पहले के लेक्चर में हम लोग अबाउट ऑफ इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ दिस चैप्टर एंड टेम्परेचर एंड हीट का इंट्रोडक्शन भी हम इस चैप्टर में इसके पहले के ऑफलाइन क्लास में डिस्कस कर चुके हैं। तो आज के इस ऑनलाइन वीडियो लेक्चर में हम लोग आगे बढ़ते हुए इस चैप्टर में आगे बढ़ेंगे और यहाँ पर डिस्कस करेंगे आपका नेक्स्ट टॉपिक जो है थर्मल एक्सपेंशन। थर्मल एक्सपेंशन। सबसे पहले स्टूडेंट्स थर्मल एक्सपेंशन का इंट्रोडक्शन हम लोग समझेंगे। जैसे कि किसी भी हम सॉलिड ऑब्जेक्ट को अगर हीट एनर्जी सप्लाई करते हैं तो इसके हो सकता है लेंथ में चेंजिंग हो, या हो सकता है इसका एरिया चेंज हो, या इट मे बी वॉल्यूम आल्सो चेंजेस, इसका वॉल्यूम भी चेंज हो सकता है। तो अगर किसी ऑब्जेक्ट का लेंथ चेंज होता है तो उसको हम लीनियर एक्सपेंशन बोलते हैं। अगर किसी ऑब्जेक्ट का वॉल्यूम चेंज होता है तो इसको हम वॉल्यूम एक्सपेंशन बोलते हैं। अगर किसी ऑब्जेक्ट का एरिया चेंज होता है तो इसको हम एरिया एक्सपेंशन बोलते हैं। स्टूडेंट्स, इसका एग्जांपल अगर हम लोग एग्जांपल फिल करना चाहें तो एग्जांपल में अगर हम एक सॉलिड रॉड जिसका 1D सपोज कर सकते हैं, डायमेंशन जो है उसका 1D हो। हाँ स्टूडेंट्स, इसको जो है और अच्छे से फिल करने के लिए हम लोग एक दूसरा एग्जांपल भी सपोज कर सकते हैं। जैसे प्लास्टिक हो, प्लास्टिक को हम लोग जो है हीट एनर्जी सप्लाई करते हैं तो क्या होता है, इसके या तो एरिया में चेंजिंग आएगा, या अगर 1D है तो उसके लेंथ में चेंजिंग आएगा। पहले वो उसका टेम्परेचर राइज होगा, मेल्ट होगा, और मेल्ट होगा तो ये एक्सपैंड होगा। ऐसे ही किसी रॉड को अगर हम अगर हीट एनर्जी सप्लाई करते हैं तो इसका भी अगर ये जैसे अभी लेंथ जो है ये कोई रॉड हो गया, ठीक है, ये इसका क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया हो गया, ये इसको हम 1D शेप कह सकते हैं। तो इसका जो लेंथ होगा, अगर हम इसको यहाँ से हीट एनर्जी सप्लाई करेंगे कुछ इस टाइप से, तो इसका लेंथ जो है कुछ टाइम के बाद जो है इसका टेम्परेचर राइज हो जाएगा और ये कुछ मेल्ट होगा और इसका लेंथ इंक्रीज हो जाएगा। तो स्टूडेंट्स, इसको हम देखेंगे कि इसका जो अब जो लेंथ हो जाएगा वो कुछ पहले अगर इसका लेंथ कुछ इस टाइप से अगर हम कंसीडर करें स्मॉल l था, तो अब इसका जो लेंथ है वो l प्लस डेल l हो गया। यहाँ पर डेल l एक्सपेंशन हो गया, इसमें देख सकते हैं, इसमें डेल l एक्सपेंशन हो गया तो इसके लेंथ में चेंजिंग हो गया। इस टाइप के जो लेंथ में चेंजिंग आता है आफ्टर सप्लाइंग हीट एनर्जी, इसको हम बोलते हैं लीनियर एक्सपेंशन, ठीक है। तो स्टूडेंट्स, ये हम कह सकते हैं कॉन्सिक्वेंटली वी कैन से हियर इफ हीट एनर्जी सप्लाइड टू एनी मैटर देन इट्स डायमेंशन चेंजेस। इट्स डायमेंशन चेंजेस आइदर इन 1D or in 2D or in 3D. If its dimension changes in 1D, then we will call it linear expansion. Then we can say linear expansion in case of 1D. In case of 2D, we can say here in example area. If area or changes any after supplying heat energy of any object or to any object, we can say here, then its area changes. If its area changes, in example, if we consider it is 2D object, we can say here area. If we have considered any object and area of this object is as we have shown in figure. We can suppose this object is in 2D shape. If we will supply heat energy, if we will give heat energy, then its area changes. Its area changes, and we can show by figure. If its area is A, now its area has been changed by del A, and total area A plus del A. We can say here A plus del A. So students, we have seen after supplying heat energy, its area have changes. Now, if we have considered any 3D object, any 3D shape, in example we can say here, we can show in example this figure. This is a 3D object. Then after supplying heat energy, it is any 3D object. If we will supply heat energy, then why we are saying many times heat energy? The answer of this question we have completed in offline classes. The difference in heat and temperature also we have discussed. So students, if we will supply heat energy to this 3D object, then its volume changes, and then finally we can draw changed shape. After supplying heat energy, we can draw such as here we are try to show how their volume have changes. We can show here such as. So students, we have seen if we supply heat energy to any matter, then its dimension changes. Its dimension have been changed. We can say by the figure, by the amount del V. If we consider many small changes, its volume was V, and now its volume is V plus del V. So students, we have seen if we supply heat energy to any object, then we can say, or we can call this expansion in dimension of any object is known as thermal expansion. Here thermal word is synonyms of heat. Thermal word is synonyms of heat energy. So we are saying this expansion in dimension is known as thermal expansion. If we want to define, or if we want to write the definition of thermal expansion, then we can write such as thermal expansion. We can write the definition in theory. Here we have explained what is meaning of thermal expansion. Now we want to write the definition of thermal expansion. If we will talk about of thermal expansion or definition of thermal expansion, then we can write in the very simple language, in the form of very simple language, the increase in the dimension, the increase in the dimension, the increase in the dimension of a body, of a body due to increase in its temperature, due to increase in its temperature. So we can write the definition of thermal expansion in very easy form. We have written here. Now we will discuss about of many types of expansion. We can say, as also we have told you, the first type of expansion, as we have told you in above figure, in 1D case, in case of rod, we can say this is linear expansion. So we can divide it, all type of expansion, in three types. First, linear expansion. First is linear expansion. If length has been increased after supplying heat energy. And next is area expansion. If area has been increased, as we have shown in case of 2D figure, we have considered area, and after supplying heat energy, area has been changed. Hence we can say next type of expansion is area expansion. Area expansion. And third, last type of expansion, of heat expansion, we can say, as we have discussed in above figure, in 3D object, here we have considered, in case of 3D object, we have seen its volume have changed. So we can say this third type of expansion is known as volume expansion. Volume expansion. So students, we have discussed three types of expansion. First is linear expansion, second is area expansion, and third is volume expansion. Students, if we will talk about of thermal expansion, definition of thermal expansion, then we can say the increase in the dimension of a body due to increase in its temperature or after supplying heat energy. If we will supply heat energy, then its temperature rises. And also we will discuss again, after supplying heat energy, its state of any object, of any matter also may be changes. So we can say due to heat energy, either its state will be changed or its temperature also may be changed. Firstly, temperature may be changed, and after this its state may be changed. In case of liquid, in case of water, we can see all these concepts. If we will supply heat energy to the water, then firstly temperature rises of this water, and then its state may be changed from liquid state to vapor state, or starting point of steaming point. So if we will talk about of what is linear expansion, then we can write in the very easy language, in the form of very easy language, the expansion in length. The expansion in length is called thermal expansion. And what is area expansion? The expansion in area. The expansion in area. And what is volume expansion? The expansion in volume. Expansion in volume is known as volume expansion. So all these type of expansion and what is thermal expansion we have completed here. Now students, our next topic is in this series about of mathematical expression of linear expansion, then volume expansion. In volume expansion, area expansion may be also included, because in this 3D shape it has its one surface has area. Okay, if volume of this object, this 3D object has been changed, then our area also has been changed. And in case of changed area, we have also discussed in case of this figure. In this figure we have seen, we can see area we have supposed area was firstly less. After supplying heat energy, its area has been changed by the amount del A. Hence we have written here its area A plus del A. Now in present time, after supplying heat energy or due to temperature difference, here we can say also temperature difference, because by supplying heat energy, temperature also may be rise. So temperature difference we can say here. So by supplying heat energy, we can say due to temperature difference also. So due to this temperature difference, or we can say after supplying heat energy, its area has been changed or has been increased by the amount del A. So students, now we will discuss here the mathematical expression of linear expansion. If we will talk about of linear expansion, what is linear expansion, what is mathematical expression of linear expansion, then we can write linear expansion. As we have told you, expansion in length is known as linear expansion. Now students, if we consider any rod, the length of this rod initially is L, small l, and after supplying heat energy, or we have rises the temperature of this rod, then this rod may have the length L plus del L. Del L is fractional change in its length due to heat energy. So if we will talk about of fractional change in length, then we can say what will be the fractional change in length? Change in length upon original length. Okay, it is fractional change in length, and this fractional change in length is directly proportional to change in temperature. How we have changed its temperature, or what amount of energy we have supplied to this solid rod or to this object. So we can say del L, fractional change in length, del L by L is directly proportional to change in temperature, del T. If we consider the change in temperature is capital T, then we can write here del T. So students, if we remove this proportional, then we will require a proportionality constant, and we have chosen here a proportionality constant. For removing this proportional is equal to alpha L del T. Here alpha is, what is alpha L? Alpha L, where we can write alpha L is equal to coefficient of linear expansion, coefficient of linear expansion. This coefficient or this constant is different for different matter. So students, in NCERT books, table number 11.11, you can table number 11.11, you can study this table, and you can see what is or how alpha L, coefficient of linear expansion, varies from material to material. You can see also from your NCERT book 11.11. So students, now as we have told you, coefficient of linear expansion alpha L is known as coefficient of linear expansion or proportionality constant, or also it is known as linear expansivity. Linear expansivity. It is also known as linear expansivity. So students, our next topic is volume expansion. Now in this series, as you know, we have discussed linear expansion, what is linear expansion, and what is mathematical expression of linear expansion. Then we have discussed, and we have seen here with the help of this figure, original length was of this rod is small l, and after supplying heat energy its temperature was rises, then its length also changes, and fractional change in length we have considered del L by L, and this fractional change in length is directly proportional to change in temperature. Here del T is change in temperature, how temperature is changed by supplying heat energy. So students, we have seen the main result of linear expansion del L by L is equal to alpha L del T, and alpha L is proportionality constant, and it is known as also coefficient of linear expansion or linear expansivity Now our next topic our next proposal in this lecture series, volume expansion. So students, also in case of this figure, you can see 3D figure, this 3D object, its volume have changed after supplying heat energy or due to temperature difference. So students, we have seen if volume of any object is increases due to increase in temperature, then we can say its volume have expand. So it is known as volume expansion. Now if we consider the fractional change in volume, how fractional change in volume varies with temperature, with change in temperature, then we can see fractional change in volume. What is fractional change in volume? From previous figure we can see fractional change in volume from previous figure, this figure, from this figure 3D object. Here we have written this is 3D object. In this case we have discussed its volume was previous V, and after supplying heat energy its volume have changed by amount of del V. Then we can say fractional change in volume. What will be the fractional change in volume? Fractional change in volume will be change in volume del V upon original volume. It will be fractional change in volume. It will be del V upon V. Del V is fractional change in del V is change in volume, and V is initial volume. initial volume of this object. After supplying or by changing the temperature del T, its volume have changed by the amount of del V. So here we can write in the very easy form, this fractional change in volume is directly dependent upon temperature. So this change in volume del V upon V is directly proportional to del T. So we can say del V upon V is equal to alpha V del T. Also we can write here del V upon V is equal to alpha V del T. So in the mathematical, it is a mathematical formula or a mathematical expression about of this volume expansion. Here students, alpha V is also coefficient of volume expansion. Alpha V, here also we can write alpha V is equal to coefficient of volume expansion. Alpha V is also coefficient of volume expansion, as we have discussed. Alpha L was volume of linear expansion, coefficient of linear expansion. Alpha L was coefficient of linear expansion, and in this series alpha V is coefficient of volume expansion. So students, also we can see volume expansion alpha V is also varies from material to material. You can see also this from NCERT book, from the table 11.2 also you can see this coefficient alpha V also varies from material to material. It is also varies. So students, here we can see, as we have seen, the alpha L was coefficient of linear expansion, and here we are saying alpha V is coefficient of volume expansion. In case of alpha L, linear coefficient, or we can say that coefficient of linear expansion, alpha L is linear expansivity also. It is known as also linear expansivity. Linear expansivity are increases. We can see from the table 11.2 from lead to aluminum. In NCERT book, it has been written in table number 11.1. Sorry, 11.1. In 11.1 in NCERT book, it have shown, and in 11.2 in table 11.2 the variation of alpha V has been shown. So you can see alpha V is not linearly increases or decreases. You can see from table, which are given in table number 11.1 in NCERT book. Then you will see it's in this book it has been written in the form of 2.5 aluminum for aluminum, 1.8 for brass, 1.2 for iron. In this series total 8 material, about of 8 material the linear expansivity has been given, and in this series volume expansivity or coefficient of volume expansion also has been given in table 11.2. But from table also you can see, and from your NCERT book, dear graph alpha V, here in this book the alpha v has been chosen in the y-axis, and temperature change we have chosen in the x-axis. Then we have seen the this alpha v, the coefficient of volume expansion varies but not linearly. It varies such as we have seen its curve we have seen is in this form. Here we can see dear alpha v, or we can say the coefficient of volume expansion is not linearly changes with change in temperature. Here from this line we can say this graph is not linear. This graph is not linear, so we can say alpha v does not depend upon t linearly. It is depend upon t linearly, but after very high temperature. You can see it from your book, figure number 11.6 in NCERT. It has been given in NCERT book in the 11.6 figure number. We can see at the temperature 500, approximately 500. After this temperature, this alpha v is constant or linearly depend upon temperature. Sorry, linearly, we cannot say here linearly. Alpha v is constant at very high temperature, and before it's we can say or in other words we can say below the this temperature. Here temperature we have chosen in Kelvin, 500 Kelvin temperature. It is not varies linearly, and after 500 Kelvin temperature it has been constant. So we can say very clearly alpha v is not depend upon temperature linearly. So students, today we will stop here, and we will discuss our next topic about of this, or we can say that beyond the topic volume expansion from your textbook or from your syllabus, we will cover all topics. And today we will stop here. Today we have discussed the thermal expansion, linear expansion and volume expansion. Now students, we will stop here and we will discuss our next topic from your syllabus. So thank you very much.